the HLRL Grand National Series, presented by Racing Warehouse. Let's go racing.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
History, authenticity, a one-of-a-kind piece of racing memorabilia. Lawson and his team have been helping race fans get their hands on real race-used items for over 10 years now. Follow them on social media as their inventory is constantly changing and being upgraded. Or, if you're in the Carolinas, stop on by, and I guarantee you'll leave feeling like family. The Racing Warehouse, a one-of-a-kind experience. Serving race fans since 2010.
All right, welcome race fans. Tonight, the Highline Racing Xfinity Series takes to Talladega as their season continues here. Lots of sponsors on tap here for tonight. Tonight's race is, well, I don't have that refreshed. My bad. Doggone it. There is a sponsor for tonight. We'll get to that here in just a minute. But yeah, they're doing 70 laps here tonight, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Now, we got no other, well, I do believe there was a race on earlier, but yeah, tonight's race is McConey Setup Shop 186. That's the name of it. So, and then tomorrow night, we got the Old Farts Racing coming up tomorrow night, so that'll be pretty interesting. Taking a look at the race analytics. We'll be back here at Talladega for that tomorrow night, too. Only a 4-mile-an-hour wind out of the west, 72-degree air temperature, 102-degree track temperature, 70 laps, that's 186 miles. Tower window about 50 to 70 laps. Now, they could actually, I don't believe they would want to go the whole distance on the same set of tires, but I think they probably could. But we'll probably see some two-tire changes out there. 70% fuel, and I'm kind of guesstimating this about 25 to 30 laps. And pit road speed, 55 miles an hour. All right, a little bit of a shake-up in the points last week there, Dwayne. We'll see. We'll get to that here in a minute. Curtis Granger still holding on to the point lead by 39 points now over Patrick Green. Keeps extending that out there. So, man, just watch for him. James McKee now bumped Scott Zellner down to fourth. So, James McKee, 53 points back. Well, actually, they're tied. Sorry. Jackson Hartman goes to fifth, 61 points back. Connor Holden in sixth place, 83 back. Enrique Torres goes to 7th. He's 97 points behind. Caleb Morrissey in 8th, 98 points back. Tyler Snyder in 9th, 102 back. And Robert Pullins rounds out the top 10, 119 points behind the leader, Curtis Granger. Dwayne?
In 11th is going to be Ryan Potter, who's 121 back. 12th is Kendall Kerr. He is 145 back. In 13th, Casey Heschel moved up 3 spots. He is now 146 points behind the lead. In 14th, right behind him, Toby Wedgwood, 147 points back. 15th is going to be Andrew Baker, who is 149 back. 16th is Andrew Siegel. He is 167 back. 17th is Alan Kunman. He is 174 back. 18th is going to be Cody Cox. He is 178 points behind. 19th is Anthony Ewens. He is 192 back. And rounding out the top 20 is Ryan Hines. He is 212 points behind the leader.
Very good. Very good. All right, we're coming down. We got about 6.5 minutes left in practice. Lots of sponsors on the line here. Texacon Cutstone, one of the sponsors. SP Designs. How about RBG? They're a good sponsor to have on board. So we've got a lot of really good sponsors on board with this league here, Dwayne. Man, this is really awesome. Good to have that many sponsors, you know?
Yeah, it is, especially having that many sponsors mean these guys are out there doing their best to try to impress those guys and keep them around as much as possible. So I look for a lot of good racing here tonight.
Yeah, McConey Setup Shop, that's another good one. So yeah, and they are the title sponsor here tonight. So they're the ones that's footing the bill here for tonight's race. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm looking for a great race here tonight too. These guys really put on a great show. And I'll tell you, what better car for them to run like this and run that good in is the Xfinity car, man. We're going to see some great racing.
Yeah, we might even see 4 wide before the night's over, Rudy.
Yeah, that's very highly possible. Oh, there's a spinner. Whoops. I know they've eliminated a lot of the bumper hook, but it's not totally gone, Dwayne, because we seen a bumper hook the other night. But if you're not really lined up perfectly with the back end of the car, kind of like in defense of that, if you're not really lined up perfectly on the back bumper, it will eventually make that car up ahead of you. You know, you're going to get into the back bumper of them unsquare, and you can turn them. So watch for that.
Yeah, a lot of guys, a lot of times what'll happen is they'll try to duck out to get air into the front end of their car, but they'll misjudge their closing rate and get up on the guy's just to the inside of his rear quarter panel there. And then when he tries to get back in line, he's at his quarter panel and he ends up turning him around.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Bruzy on board. I forgot about a Bruzy. Gosh, I don't want to forget about them. And Racing Warehouse, that is the league sponsor there, Racing Warehouse. And we're going to have a nice sized field. That 27 in there right now. Nice. That'll make a nice sized field.
Yeah, good sized field. A lot of opportunities to move up through there. A lot of opportunities to get partners up on more for 3 wide racing. That outside line, you can go places 3 wide here if you've got enough cars. You're going to have more cars on the outside line than the inside line for it to go. Usually at Talladega, for those who may not know, usually going to have about 4 or 5 cars all lined up nose to tail for that third line to actually make progress. But if you can get that many guys to go with you, you're heading to the front in a hurry because nobody else is up there.
All right, well, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying, so stay with us.
Whoa. so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
All right, we're back, folks. We're waiting on the first times to come in here. Should be momentarily. Single car qualifying on Talladega.
And what you're going to see, especially in this first lap for these guys, they're going to be hanging it out right at that wall. And the reason they want to do that and not run right at the bottom on their first lap is it gives the car a chance to get the oil in the engine hot, the water temp hot, and the tires heated up.
Right.
So you want to run all the way out at the wall. You'll see these guys all the way out there for their first lap and then bring it all the way down and be hugging that yellow line for their second lap.
Oh, Bucky Burt's not going to qualify tonight. Oh, Bucky. No way. P4 in practice, he said, but he's not going to qualify.
That may not be a bad move.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Well, right now, looks like Dylan Turner at the top. Well, that didn't last long. Kendall Kerr took that away.
Yeah, I look for these lap times to really pick up here on the second lap as everybody heads to the bottom of the track. So we'll see by how much here. Now that could backfire on Bucky if half the field decides not to qualify. He may still start mid-pack.
Yeah, that could be a bad thing. Well, welcome everybody. Glad everybody tuning in here tonight. Hopefully we got some of the sponsors in chat. That would be really awesome. But it should be a pretty good race here tonight. A lot of very nice looking cars, man. I'll tell you what. That VAG Esports car right there, number 99 of Ryan Potter. That thing is amazing looking. Like a chrome purple or whatever. That is amazing looking.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite paint schemes.
Yep. Now Ryan Williams to the top of the leaderboard. Patrick Green second.
James
McKee.
Now Jackson Hartman.
Oh my gosh. Nice laps by these guys. Holy smokes.
Not for long.
Enrique Torres.
Now to the top of the leaderboard.
Nice. 15 qualifiers, but we still got about 4 guys out there on the track. Wow, that's going to be a tough time to beat right there. We got 5 of them inside that 54-second mark.
Yes, sir. 7 actually. I'm showing 6th and 7th running with a 53.999 tied. But yeah, they're within all these times from 1st to 7th, all within 100th of each other.
Yeah.
It's really tight.
I know they have a little extra length, but qualifying time, but I was going to try to get Enrique up here because we don't get to talk to Enrique, but if he's going to hang on to that pole position, we're going to have to talk to him. So let me see if I can get him up here real quick. I have a hard time with this. I don't know why I can't. I can't drag him. I don't know why. I hate that. Enrique Torres, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Well, you're hanging on to the pole right now. You still got a couple of guys out there turning times, but man, what would it mean to you to grab this pole tonight?
I am really excited. It's a great championship, great people around, and the best broadcast all over. So let's see if we can survive. And I'm really thankful with all the guys.
Oh man,
we're going for the win. That's for sure.
Oh, I'll bet you. Yeah, you got a team you're working with there, right?
Yeah, we will be working with Kendall and James and the 00. So let's see. We hope it's better than Daytona for sure.
Very good. All right. Well, I'll let you go. It looks like you're going to hang on to the pole for now. So best of luck to you in the race then, Enrique.
Thanks, buddy. And thanks for all the broadcast and all the viewers. Have fun.
All right, buddy. You too. All right. Very good. I finally got to talk to Enrique. Woo-hoo.
Yes, sir.
Been wanting to do that for weeks now. Golly.
And he sounds very excited. Looks like he's ready to claim that pole, even if he doesn't get it. Starting on the front row can be big, especially if you start with a guy behind you who can push. So, if as it stands right now, though, we've only got 3 drivers on track, and it looks like they have already run their qualifying laps.
Yeah. Lauren, just maybe a little tip for you. I broadcast in 1440p. I don't know what you're watching, don't know whether computer, phone, iPad, whatever. You might maybe turn it down. You click the little gear there right under the viewing screen. You could turn it down to like 720 or something. maybe that would keep it from buffering for you. Or maybe it's your internet problem. I don't know. If you're watching it on Wi-Fi, or I don't know. Just a little tip for you there. Maybe that'll help. She said it was buffering.
I don't know.
You could always turn the quality down a little bit. You know, I mean, I'm broadcasting in 2K, so you don't need to watch it in 2K. You can turn it down. Well, looks like Enrique may hold on to it. But now Alan Kuhnman's out on the track. He's got about enough time to turn a couple of laps in here and steal that thunder away from Enrique. I'm hoping, in a way, I'm hoping he doesn't, but you know, that wouldn't be fair for Alan, you know. Caleb Morrissey moves to 6th on the board with his second lap.
Still not a bad lap, but they're still the top 10 right now are all within that 100th of a second.
Yep.
So these times are really tight all the way through the field.
Yeah. I don't know if that helps you, Lauren. Let me know if that helps any. I appreciate that. Just kind of keep that in the memory books for me, you know, in case somebody else has an issue like that, you know, I know what kind of pointer to give them to maybe help them. Just let me know if that works for you. Kuhnman, he took it off the track. He's not even going to turn in a lap. Right now we got 19 qualifiers, but Zachary Vicari's on the track. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, he is still on his out lap right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he's not gonna have enough time to get back around the second time. So
his first lap is gonna be the one that counts if he can get that in.
Yeah,
it's gonna be close. I don't know.
See what he gets on that. That must have been his out lap. That must have been his out lap. Yeah, he's not going to make it back around in time.
No, he's got less than 20 seconds now. I don't think he's going to make it back.
No. So Enrique is going to hold on to the pole. Congratulations to Enrique, man. That's great. I'm glad to see that, you know, somebody different on the pole like that is always good. Going to be an exciting race here tonight, no doubt.
And not to mention pole position. That's one extra bonus point.
Yeah, that's right. All right, there it is. Qualifying is over. All right, we get everybody down here on the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Enrique Torres takes the pole position there with a 53.907. Congratulations to him. Jackson Hartman will start on the outside of the front row in second. In row number 2, we got James McKee starting third and Ryan Williams fourth. Row number 3, Casey Heschel. Last week, man, it was amazing. The run that he's had last week, it was just great, but did not wind up winning. If I remember correctly, I don't think he won. But he will be starting in 5th. Caleb Morrissey, 6th. In row number 4, Patrick Green, second place in the points, starting in 7th. Roberto Ramirez starting 8th. In row number 5, Kendall Kerr in 9th, and Mike Campbell 10th. Dwayne?
Ryan Potter qualifies 11th. Tyler Snyder 12th. Andrew Siegel 13th. Courtney Marcel is going to be 14th. Connor Holden 15th. Ryan Hines 16th. Ty Smith 17th. 18th is going to be Anthony Younes. Dylan Turner is going to be 19th, and running out the top 20 is Curtis Granger. Rudy?
Yeah, and he's our points leader, starting back in 20th. Zachary Vicari, 21st. Alan Kuhnman will start 22nd. Andrew Baker, 23rd. Dylan Wedgwood in 24th. Robert Pullins, 25th. Bucky Burt starting in 26th. And Toby Wedgwood starting dead last. Shotgun position for him on the field. So, man, he's going to have to do some super digging there.
And for these guys who did not take qualifying time, like our points leader, Curtis Granger, this is all pre-planned. These guys wanted to start in the back to try to stay out of trouble. So I look for them to probably get the small gap, maybe 1-2 second gap between themselves and the pack early, just to try to stay out of trouble. If something happens up front, they'll be able to slow down in time. But I look for them as the laps wind down here to start making their way to the front for sure.
Yes, sir, man. This is going to be exciting. I'm telling you guys. Yeah, I hope you got all your popcorn and your soda or your adult beverage, whatever you're drinking, Kool-Aid, iced tea, sweet tea, whatever, cup of coffee, whatever you got. I hope you're ready for some exciting racing because it's going to be at the fastest track right here, man. I'm telling you. You know, you can't even say that anymore. You know, really? This isn't the fastest track. Actually, Michigan is. Fastest oval.
Yeah, Michigan and Atlanta, both.
Yeah, very
Usually
fast.
they get over 205 mile an hour down into the corner.
Yeah, the restrictor plates here really slow these cars down. But we'll see some 203, 204, maybe reaching some 205, depending on what car. You know, sometimes it's a guy maybe running in third or something on the bottom. He'll be hitting speeds a little bit faster, trying to keep up. So but we'll see here. Here we go. 2 green-white checkers they got here tonight. No resets. Pace car heads in. Enrique Torres bringing him to the line. Quite a little ways around the trioval here before we do get the green flag. Cars are starting to tighten up a little bit here. Some guys giving a little extra room in the back there. They want a little breathing room. Don't want to get into the back of somebody.
Green, green, green.
And there's the green. We're underway here at Talladega for the Highline Racing League. Sorry about that. Little stutter there. Take him a little bit to get up to speed. James McKee, boy, I'll tell you what, he is right up underneath the back there of Enrique, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Those two working together, teammates. That little bump there, little bump drafting down the back stretch. On the high side there, Jackson Hartman working with Caleb Morrissey. Have to see if they can get a good run here, but Enrique may be in line here to lead the first lap of the race. I don't know. A little bit of a run on the outside.
Race.
Yep, Jackson Hartman getting a good run. He might beat him to the line. Big push by Caleb Morrissey.
And he's going to beat him.
Oh, I don't know. Is he? Oh, man, it was so close at the line. Oh, he did lead. Jackson Hartman led that lap.
Yeah, you want to know by how much?
How much?
0.06 of a second.
I know, pretty close. Yes, sir.
And if these two guys stay out there like that, it's probably going to be just that close back and forth all night long. Hartman needs to get out there, try to come down if he can. But he stays up high.
Kendall Kerr's sitting here in 12th. Taking their time.
It's very impressive on Jackson Hartman. Usually you see guys run out, they get out, they immediately drop it down to the bottom. Now he's about to go 3 wide.
No, man.
Oh, they back out of it. That's going to check up that top
Oh,
line.
yes, it did. Wow, Mike Campbell had to go way up high, almost got into the wall there to avoid that. Well, that's a door that just opened for Enrique because that outside line just kind of fell apart a little bit on that checkup.
Yeah, we got a car on the apron right now. Looks like Andrew Siegel did not like what he saw. He's heading to the back of the pack.
I don't blame him there.
No, not at all. That's especially, you know, these guys, they do not have a gimme. There's no resets in this league. So if there's a big one, your night's done.
Well, I don't know. It's going to be another close one here because Caleb Morrissey got right up on the back there, Jackson Hartman. And Jackson Hartman's going to lead another lap. Holy smokes, Enrique just can't get a break there. And Jackson Hartman finally.
3 wide.
Yep. Wow, man.
Right now it's Caleb Morrissey, the guy left out to dry in the middle. He's going to go backwards in a hurry with no draft help.
Yes, he is. That's a shame. That is a total shame right there. He helped to get Jackson Hartman to the front and then gets dumped off. That's the price you pay, though, right?
It is, especially with no one behind him. That he's probably going to keep that in the back of his mind, and that could come back later in the race. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yep. Well, Ryan Williams to the outside now. And Casey Heschel giving him a big push. And here comes Roberto Ramirez up on the back. Caleb Morrissey went all the way back to 9th now, Dwayne. Oh, my.
And right now he just wants to try to ride this out, wait for the first set of pit stops here, and,
Sure.
And just try to wait for the field to stretch itself out. Speaking of, just as I thought would happen, from 22nd on back, they're about 3.5 seconds behind the lead pack right now.
Yeah.
Starting with Robert Pullins, and that is definitely planned. It's a 6-car pack there. They definitely are just trying to distance themselves, not get too far behind. They can still see what's going on in front of them, but if something happens, they'll all be able to slow down and stay out of harm's way.
That's right. Yeah. Him, Dylan Wedgwood, Toby Wedgwood back here.
And now Ryan Williams finds himself the guy out on the high line by himself.
Ah. Yeah, and he's going backwards. Wow, look at that. Even though there are 3 wide up there, he had to fall in behind Casey Heschel, but they're going backwards really fast.
Yeah, it looks like Heschel came out to try to give him some draft help, but like I said, it's going to take at least 4 cars on that outside line. Like we saw earlier, there were about 6 cars lined up, and that's how they moved forward so quick. But yeah, if they're going to make that outside line work, they're going to need more than just 2.
Yep. And that kind of left Casey Heschel stuck out in the middle there. And wow, is he going to come down? Yes, he did come down in front of him. So James McKee going to give him some help.
And McKee got himself out there in front of that line, and they had to check up or wreck.
Oh man, and they're going to go 3 wide again. Casey Heschel goes to the high side.
And they've got 5 cars lined up out there, so I look for them to start moving forward here if they can stay bunched together.
Yes, sir. But Jackson Hartman just continues to lead more and more laps here. Enrique just staying right with them. That's good. And Patrick Green now on the bottom.
And James McGee now the guy in the middle, in the sucker hole, they called it.
Yep.
He's got room down low, and he fills that spot. He got lucky there.
Yeah, he did. 'Cause boy, he would have went backwards pretty quick. Well, let's go back here and check on Courtney Miracle. Courtney started 14th, running in 15th. Up on the high side there. I'm going to assume... Is that a female? I'm going to assume that's a female. Courtney? Wouldn't that be a female? Maybe not.
Usually, not always.
Okay, maybe not. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm just a new driver. I haven't seen. Yeah.
New driver.
But running in 15th. So, very good. Ryan Potter back in 18th position. These guys are single file back here, Dwayne. Ty Smith. They're kind of like in that, what you were talking about. But look at this. The guys have kind of closed this gap up a little bit. Them guys are still Dylan Wedgwood, Toby Wedgwood. They've closed that gap up, and now they're within the draft now. So they're actually keeping themselves well into the draft. But yeah, you were right. Andrew Siegel went to the back of the field.
And I've noticed a lot of jockeying for position going on up here in this lead pack. They can't figure out if they want the high line, low line, or middle.
Yeah.
And it's been quite an interesting show. A couple times I'm not sure how they made it through without wrecking each other, but it's definitely been an impressive show up here.
Yes, sir. I agree. Yeah, looking back on that field, I mean, yeah, that looks like they're spread out a lot back there, but they are still holding on to the draft. It's a shame Enrique never got to lead a lap yet, but give it some time. They got a long race to go yet. Down the backstretch they go.
Sure. And once more, they'll go 3 wide. I thought this last week when they mentioned Talladega being on the schedule, I thought we were going to see a lot of 3 wide racing, and now that it's here, I'm definitely enjoying it, Rudy.
Well, good. I'm glad you are, because I know how you feel about super speedway racing. Yep. Well, James McKee back to 10th. What's that?
Super speedways, you know, they can be fun races, they can be boring races. It just depends. It's kind of a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to get. Usually they have a tendency to get strung out, as we have a 3 wide battle for the lead now.
Oh yeah, look at this. Casey Heschel to the front. And is he going to clear? I don't know. He's not going to clear. Oh man, I'll tell you. What happened to Jackson Hartman?
Looks like he just went to the high lane to get out of it. It's kind of
man,
odd.
yeah.
Just went straight to the outside.
Well, it looks like Casey Heschel may lead this lap. I don't know. Enrique's coming back. Not going to be enough, though. Casey Heschel leads his first lap. Bonus point. Cha-ching. Good stuff. Good stuff going on right here.
Sure.
This is pretty exciting, actually. These guys are doing an amazing job. I don't want to, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx them. They're doing really good right now.
Yes, they are. We've been green the whole way. We're 12 laps in, and with 3 wide racing, usually you normally get less than 2 laps out of that. But these guys are doing an impressive job out here, showing how good they are, how professional they drive. So
yeah,
definitely races like this are fun to watch.
Well, the guys that people in chat there are wondering where Bucky Burt is. Here he is running in the 25th position. Started 26th, so he's taking his time right now. Not pressing his luck too much.
About that. Yep. I wouldn't worry too much about Bucky being back there right now. That's on purpose.
Yep.
These guys are further in the back just to try to avoid anything. Oh, big checkup up front.
I see that. Boy, they got separated real quick here, didn't they?
Yes, sir. They were 3 wide for the lead, and Enrique Torres got a big bump in the rear end from the 6. Sent both of them down onto the apron. Kudos to both of them for saving it, and kudos to everybody else around them for checking up, not causing a big one there. That could have been huge.
Well, Courtney Miracle
shaking up the field.
Courtney Miracle now in the 7th position after starting 14th. So moving up. Kendall Kerr right behind Courtney. And Tyler Snyder. Now, Tyler got to move up a little bit there when everybody checked up. The ones that kind of lost out on that was James McKee and Jackson Hartman. Boy, them guys really had to check up. Hartman now is all the way back in 16th.
And Torres went from 2nd to 11th in that checkup as well. Yeah. So it definitely didn't string out the field, but these guys definitely have some ground to make up now.
Well, Patrick Green led his first lap there on that last lap, so he's got the bonus point that he needed over Curtis Granger. Granger like laying way back. Ryan Williams led that lap. Very good.
You're right. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong car.
Yep. Curtis Granger has yet to make it to the front. He's still hanging on about where he started here, 21st. Yeah, sweet looking chrome ride there. I like that. Yeah, not a bad looking car. Chrome. I don't know if it's a chrome or just a silver. Might be just a silver. Back up front, Ryan Williams does drop it down in front of Patrick Green, but he comes back up the hill right in front of Mike Campbell. Mike says, "Oh, no, you don't." No, you don't. Big run there. Look at that. And I don't know who's going to lead that. I think Mike Campbell led it. Yeah, he did. Mike Campbell got the point for that one.
Yes, he did.
Very nice. Enrique up the middle. Jackson Hartman, he's in the middle as well. And how about Anthony Ewens coming from 18th to 8th? Good run for Anthony today so far. Yeah, that checkup really kind of messed things up a lot, you know. Now we got 2 in the back that are way back. Bucky Burt and Andrew Siegel, or I'm sorry, Andrew Baker, my bad, back here way off of the pace. They're going to lose that draft, Dwayne, and they're not going to be able to hang on to the back end of that field. They've already lost the draft. Oh, man.
Yeah, now they're running together, so at least they have some draft, but yeah,
right.
That's definitely not the most ideal situation. Now, their best chance to get back up in it is going to come with pit stops here in probably the next 15, 20 laps or so. If they can hold out, they may be able to get back up in the mix with a stop and just by maybe taking fuel only instead of tires.
Oh, Ryan Williams looks like he's got a pretty good run there on Patrick Green again. And he's getting some good push in there from Enrique. It's a shame Enrique still hasn't led a lap, but he'll get there. He's going to drop it down in front of Patrick Green. Good job. That's just exactly what he needed to do right there, Dwayne.
Yeah, now if he's smart, he'll come back up in front of him. The outside line is the moving line. And so far, most of the laps led, if not all, have been from the outside 2 lines. So
yeah,
we'll see if he can hang on to it here as we go through 3 and 4.
Well, I think he's going to do it. Yeah, because Ryan Williams kind of really, there's a quite a space there between him and I think that's Anthony Ewens right behind him. Oh, yeah, he's got this easy. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe not now. Casey Heschel jumps to the outside, but Patrick Green going to push Enrique to the lead. It looks like Enrique's going to lead his first lap of the race. Very good.
Yeah. Pole sitter getting the first lap led at lap 19. Only happens in a restrictor plate race.
Yes, sir. As I always say, you can go from 0 to hero or hero to 0 in 1 lap.
Yeah, and it's pretty impressive recovery by Enrique. Remember, he got bumped and almost spun out, ended up way back in the pack. Now he's back up in the lead.
Heschel back to the front. Ryan Hines in behind him. He come all the way from 16th. We're seeing a lot of the guys that were back in the field. Boy, that checkup really shook up this field a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Guys like James McKee started 3rd. He's now running 17th.
Yeah.
Dylan Turner started 19th. He's up to 9th. So, yeah, you've got guys moving forward, guys moving to the back. And as we go along here, that's just going to keep changing. These guys running side by side like this, they're changing positions every lap.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. Courtney Miracle now back to 12th after being up there a little bit closer to the front. Is back almost where Courtney started. Yeah, James McKee still hanging on to the draft of that front pack, though. That's good. That's really good.
And Casey Heschel just made a bold move. He pretty much cut Torres off, almost removed the front nose, but they made it through it.
Man, bump there on the 55. Ryan Hines almost went for a ride. He had a big push here from Ryan Williams. He hit him really hard in the tail. Oh boy, a good save by Ryan Hines on that one. That could have been ugly, especially in the front of the field like this. Oh my gosh, there's no telling how many people it might have took out. Oh no, Heschel down below the yellow line. Whoa, easy there, Casey.
Well, he didn't have much choice. He got a big bump by Torres there and kind of forced him down there, but he was able to recover, keep it straight. that's the last thing you want to see in a field bunched up like this, no matter where you're running, is for the top 2 to get wrecked, because there's nowhere for you to go. That would take
Right.
out literally half the field.
Yep. Alan Kuhnman from 22nd to 9th. One of the biggest movers out there right now. Ride along here with Alan for a minute as they go down the backstretch here, coming to take to complete lap number 22 out of 70.
Yeah, and you just kind of get a feel riding around with these guys just how bumpy it really is out there.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like from our camera angles that these cars move around as much as they do, but really these guys are really fighting on that wheel to keep these cars in a straight line, especially through the corners, keep them from bouncing there.
Yeah, Alan just got a big run up on the back of the car ahead of him there, and he had to actually lift off the gas. He had such a huge run.
Ryan Hines gets his first lap led.
Actually, it was his 3rd lap,
I'm sorry.
technically. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he's been up there and led some laps already, but that's good. But Ryan Hines, I'm sorry, my bad. I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at Ryan Williams. My bad. I am sorry. I'll just keep my mouth shut now.
Contact between the 6 of Caleb Morrissey and the 00. They get it through. They get it going, but gotta hope there's not a lot of damage. Looks like just superficial. This should be good.
Okay, very good. They're still hanging on to the back part of the field here. That's good. Courtney Miracle, Tyler Snyder, James McKee, Caleb Morrissey, Ryan Potter is back here. Now that's your favorite paint scheme. That is a sharp looking.
Man.
Yep, that is a sharp one.
It's not often you see chrome purple.
I know it. It is pretty cool looking, I gotta say. Get a close-up shot over here. It is pretty cool looking. I do like it. I'm not a big purple fan, but that looks pretty sharp. Well, when do we get to see pit stops here? Probably in about the next 5 laps. Sometime in the next 5 laps, we'll see. We'll see first round of pit stop.
Yeah, the second line is pretty much 4 cars out of 27 running.
Yep.
Usually about that time, that's when you start seeing guys coming down pit road. I'm going to take a guess, Rudy. I think we're going to see them this time by.
Yeah. You think?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, Anthony Ewens. Big run on the outside there with a big push from Dylan Turner. And man, look at that run he just got. Is he going to come down the hill? It looks like he may come down there in front of Ryan Hines, but he hasn't yet. Oh, somebody breaking off. Enrique's coming to pit road. He's the first one.
I thought we'd have some takers. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's a few of them there. These guys may just do this probably with 2 pit stops. They'll have to do it with 2 pit stops. So they're planning on green-white checkers. Okay, and I can see what's going on right now. These guys are planning on it. So Anthony Ewens does lead his first lap of the race. They should be coming in on the next lap here.
Yeah, once the front guys start coming to pit road, you have to come to pit road. Otherwise, you're going to be so far behind, whether they take tires or not. With the draft the way it is, you have to come in at least 2 or 3 laps. You know, at other tracks, it's huge.
Here comes a bunch more.
Yep.
Patrick
You're gonna see
Green.
these guys.
Wow, look at them all coming in. Ryan Hines in. Ryan Williams, so a bunch more come in. That gave the lead up to Dylan Turner. And he just led his first lap of the race.
And you see everybody else still single file, nobody racing. These guys are going to be coming in, if not this time, then next time by. Oh no, Bucky Burt going through the grass.
Oh no.
He locked him up coming to pit road, and the car just went straight through the grass instead of turning to pit road. So he's going to have a
He's going to have to go around.
Yeah,
he's going to have to go all the way around. Oh, man. That's going to be detrimental for him. Here comes the leaders in now. And we got another oh, they just got into it on pit road.
Anthony Younes gets turned.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Actually,
No.
looks like he turned himself. He locked the brakes up, gets into the inside wall. I don't know how everybody missed him.
Let's go take a look at this. They get ready to come in. Wow, he was going a little bit fast right there. Yeah, when he locked it up. Oh my gosh, did he hit the wall pretty hard right there? Big spin. Yeah, everybody did a good job of messing him, but it's a total shame for him.
Yeah, now that all that happened off of the track, off of the racing surface, so
right.
That's why there was no yellow. And looks like the final group here is coming in, led by Robert Pullins.
Yeah, Robert led a lap, so that's great for him. Let's see the next group. Let's see, whenever they come around here, Alan Kundman should be the leader. Him and Jackson Hartman. Well, that may change.
Long.
Yeah.
The freight train's coming, and there they go.
Ryan Williams. Yeah, boy, what a run. Patrick Green. Mike Campbell.
That's the difference between 6 cars versus 2 cars right there.
You know, this might just be a Ryan Williams kind of night here tonight.
Could be. And here's the advantage I was talking about. You see these guys on the inside, Andrew Siegel and the 10 car there, they were the last ones to pit, and look how far behind they're going to be behind the leaders coming out.
Yep,
so that's why when the first guys come down pit road, you better be in behind them soon, or they're going to leave you behind.
Well, Curtis Granger's trying to hang on to the draft of this front pack right now. So that's good. He's working his way up. That is our points leader coming into tonight. So at least he's hanging on to the front part of the field.
Yes, sir.
And the guy he's battling for this point lead, Patrick Green, running in second place. So good for Patrick Green. You know, his mindset coming into tonight is he has got to finish ahead of Curtis Granger to try to close that 39-point gap he's got. Man, that's a heck of a gap to close.
Yeah,
with two races left.
Yeah, he right now, if it were to finish the way it is, he would definitely cut into that points lead. Granger right now just barely hanging on to this. He's the last one in a 13-car pack right now, and he's got to get a little closer. He's going to be in danger of losing that draft.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fall all the way back to that second pack because they're 6 seconds behind. And, you know, they're really, with only 3 of them working together like that, they're not really going to gain too much ground on that front pack. They're actually going to be losing ground to them. Yeah, we're too wide again.
Yeah, and right now they're about to put Bucky Burt 2 laps down after the pit road penalty. Yeah. I hope he sees him coming in his rear view.
Yeah.
Right now he's in the bottom lane.
He better move up. He better get out of them guys' way because they're coming like a freight train behind him. Okay, he goes to the high side, giving him plenty of room. We got some cars on the apron there. Anthony Ewens, I see the front end of that car is destroyed. And here comes the leader, is going to put Bucky Burt 2 laps down. Wow.
Yeah, I went back and looked at it. It looked like Anthony lost it going into the tri-oval. Car just goes up to the wall almost, you know, if it wasn't for iRacing not having a flat tire issue, it kind of looked like a tire went down on him and he just went straight into the wall. But
oh, man,
he was by himself, no other cars around him, so that's why there was no caution.
Well, Mike Campbell, high side there, working with Jackson Hartman. Jackson trying to get back to the front after leading 10 laps earlier. He's got some pretty stiff competition up here in the front right now, I'm telling you. Like the cream of the crop up here all racing together right now. This is pretty awesome stuff.
Right now, Curtis Granger just barely hanging on to the tail end of this draft for the front pack here, but he's hanging in there.
Oh, Eunice, I guess. Lauren saying you pronounce. Oh, spin! Oh, we got a wreck too. Oh no, that brings out the caution. Oh my goodness! I seen Ryan Williams. He is off the track. If I can catch up with him, goodness.
At least 5 drivers I counted with major damage out of that.
Let's see what happened here. I'm going to say probably a bumper hook. I would have thought that they would kind of took most of that out of these cars, but it is still there. Oh, right there it was. Oh, actually it was the car 19, on the outside.
Yeah, it looks like the 19 bumped the 88 wrong there. Bumped him right in the corner instead of flat on, and that spun him right down. Just like you said earlier, right? When you don't hit these bumpers square, if you look, he was actually going to the inside of the car. He was, like I said, he was right at that quarter panel instead of being on his bumper. And when he hit, that was enough to spin him around into the 28, and it was on from there.
Yeah, right there. He got him. Oh, man, and he comes right over across and takes out Ryan Williams. Oh, and man, I'm telling you what, Ryan, he went for a heck of a ride there. But, you know, they were still going at it over there. They were still... Mike Campbell could not save that. It looks like he got into the side of Patrick Green, and that's where it just like continued. I can get this to work right here. What the heck? Yeah, and there was more cars. Jackson Hartman spun.
Yeah, Hartman was involved. Casey Heschel got a piece of that. Bucky Burt involved in that. So a lot of drivers getting damage here from that. Some of it cosmetic for some of the guys who were just getting rear-ended from that. So not surprising. We're going to see a lot of guys hit pit road here.
Yep, they're coming in. Well, this is going to kind of mess up their strategy a little bit because they can't make it from here on fuel.
No one can. And that's probably why you see guys like Connor Holden, Ty Smith, and Ryan Potter, they all stay out. They were just on pit road. So, you know, it's kind of, if you weren't involved in it, no need to come down pit road.
Yep. Well, we got quite a few of them.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of guys making extended stops on pit road, just trying to get any damage that they received in that fixed.
Well, let's get Connor Holden up here and have a chat with him, find out what the car feels like out there in the lead. Connor, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you got the lead finally. You hated to see that caution, I'm sure, but kind of caught the field all back up together now, so it's like starting the race all over again. But what's the car feeling like out there? I see you're driving a Toyota tonight.
Well, she's been fast all night. We've had a little bit of different strategy from our teammates tonight, and right now I got 2 of them behind me, so we're looking really good right now. So as long as we can keep Curtis keep him in a good point spot tonight, and me, Ty, Ryan, and Zach, we come away with good races. That's a good night for us.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been really good racing out there. That was just kind of a freak thing there. Weird accident, like Jackson Hartman wasn't quite right square on the bumper, and you know how that goes.
Well, the 88 was a little bit all over the place, and Jackson did hit him in the wrong spot, and it unfortunately took out most of that team cars, but luckily we were all able to avoid it, and we're still in it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So you think you got the winning car?
Absolutely. Vag Esports for the win tonight.
Oh, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck out there. Thanks for talking to us there, Connor. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
All right. He sounds pretty confident, don't he?
Yes, he does. Well, he's in the right spot. And he's got teammates around him, so that's always a good feeling when you're up there.
Oh, yeah. Look at the VAG guys up there together. Oh, my gosh. VAG Esports. 1, 2, 3.
And keep in mind, they stayed out, so they are definitely on different pit strategy than all these other guys. So remember how I said coming first is to pit road is sometimes the best way? Well, these guys are lined up to do just that. So and everyone still has one more stop to make. No one can make it from here. So these guys are pretty much in a prime position right now to try to capitalize on that and come in first and get out first and just drive off.
Well, there's a few guys in there that did change 4 tires that come in on that pit stop. Some of them changed 4, some only changed 2. And there's even a couple that only took fuel just to top it off. So they were in there like 4 seconds,
Right.
When they're in there 4 seconds, they only took fuel.
Exactly.
All right, well, get them going here, Dwayne.
Will do.
Not too bad. Almost to the halfway mark before we had the first caution. So pretty good.
Yeah, these guys are doing a great job. That accident was just a racing deal. We see it all the time, guys. You try to do the right thing and push the guy in front of you, but you miscalculate. You get off a little bit. It was just a racing deal. You hate it for the guys involved. Looks like Ryan Williams has taken his car behind the wall. He is done for the night.
Yeah, it does. That hurts,
All right, here we go. Pace car ducks off. And with the start-finish line between the end of the tri-oval and turn 1, it's a little bit longer of to get to the restart zone than at any other track here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out, and we are back underway at Talladega Superspeedway.
And we'll have 34 to go when they get there, so that's a good job. Boy, them teammates drop right down to the bottom together. That's not a bad thing. They're keeping Ty Smith right in a minute. The blinker. Keep the blinker in between.
Yeah, and I got to believe with the way that Connor got a jump there, that was a planned move. They probably coordinated that on the team radio there, but looks like the outside is coming fast.
Oh, yeah, they are. James McKee pushing the daylights out of Ryan Hines to get him back to the front. Wow, little lift there. Even had to lift. Holy smokes.
Don't see that often.
Nope. So, wow, these guys are really pushing the daylights out of everybody up there right now. But Connor Holden will lead that lap.
We are just a couple laps past halfway now.
Well, it was good that it caught, the back part of the field up, but now look at our points leader. Look where he is at. Last one on the lead lap.
Yeah, and you got to figure that's by design. He thinks these guys are not done wrecking, and he doesn't want any part of it, which saved him from the previous wreck, being on the tail end of the pack like that. He was able to avoid it, so I got a feeling that's the strategy right now, is to let these guys who are now running 3 wide again, just let them wreck themselves out, and he'll be there at the end.
Anthony Eunice. Did I say that right, Lauren? Anthony Eunice. Eunice. But we'll get that. Well, it just looked like Ewans. I used to know a Ewans a long time ago. I don't know if it was spelled that same way, so it just looked that way to me. So James McKee back to the front. And Michaela Morrissey on the high side. And also the 21 car there, Kendall Kerr, he finally gets back up to the front.
Tyler Schneider right behind him. He and Schneider and Morrissey got together earlier, so look and see if that's sorted out, if short memories prevail, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah. I mean, what a pack of cars here. Enrique Torres now back in 13th, just hanging on to the tail end of the front pack. Well, you know, I was just thinking maybe because all these guys are together, what do you think about doing a little crank it up here?
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's crank it up, folks. Got to give you a little crank it up here. It wouldn't be Dega without it, right? All right, we're back, folks. Ooh, wow, somebody blinking there a little bit. We played the commercial at the beginning there, Baron, but that was the first caution that we had. We tried to get a word in with it, but we'll be playing it again at the end. So yeah, we played it at the beginning. We'll be playing it at the end. Kind of hard to talk to a driver and play a commercial, and you know, really isn't a whole lot of time sometimes to do all that. So after you review the accident, you talk to somebody on the track, usually by then you're pretty close to going back to green. So that's why sometimes we don't do it. You know, if we can, we will, but yes, it is a very nice commercial. I do like it. Very much so.
And I'm not seeing quite the aggressive driving that we saw early in this race. I think that accident has kind of gotten these guys either a little nervous or calmed them down enough to they're just out there waiting for the next pit stop right now. You know, not a lot of pushing, not a lot of bumping going on, just guys logging laps right now, which is perfectly fine at this stage of the race. You know, we still have 26 to go now. Looks like they're coming up on that window in the next lap or two. It's going to be curious to see if anybody short pits as soon as the fuel window opens and tries to take advantage.
That's right. Yeah. We might see some takers on that. Well, Caleb Morrissey to the front. He has not led a lap yet today. Got a pretty good run there on the high side, him and Kendall Kerr. He does drop it down in front of the leader, James McKee. Takes over the lead, but is it enough to get to the line and lead a lap? He comes back up to the front in front of Kendall Kerr. And Robert Poland's on the outside trying to make it 3 wide, but it looks like Morrissey may lead his first lap of the race. The inside line got a pretty good run, but nope, he will grab it. Bonus point for Caleb Morrissey.
And once again, we're 3 wide for the lead. They almost touched. They got to be careful here.
Wow,
Man,
Robert Poland's, man, he's not giving Caleb Morrissey much room there, was he?
No, that's twice they almost came together in one turn.
Making pretty good progress on that, up on that high side. Poland's gets a little tap there, kind of gets a little squirrely. He keeps hold of it. Man, it makes me nervous. James McKee back to the front in front of Connor Holden, and he will grab another lap lead. Kind of all over the place up here in the front right now. Morrissey up on the high side now in front of Robert Pullins. A little bump draft there from Connor Holden on James McKee. And those two are not teammates. That's kind of odd. They are not teammates. As far as I can tell, James McKee's in with Blacktop Racing.
Yeah, well, you kind of want to work with whoever's in front of you right now just to try to make it happen. Until it gets closer to the last couple of laps, your friend is the guy in front of you.
Yes. Oh, man. They're getting a little shaky back there. General Kerr, boy, he took like he was going to go try to make it 3 wide in the middle. He's kind of all over the place right now. That's where you start, when you start getting a little squirrely out there, it really makes the guys behind you kind of a little concerned. And you could maybe possibly get into the side of somebody and cause a wreck. So Kendall's got to be pretty careful. I mean, the Racing Warehouse, one of the sponsors here tonight, in the Racing Warehouse car.
And looks like Casey Heschel involved in that big one. He is now in danger. He's about to go 2 laps down here as the field barrels down on him. This is where it usually gets pretty hairy. These guys coming up on a lapped car here. See if they can define cleanly. They're catching them in the right spot coming off the corner, so they should be able to do so. And they get by him.
Very good, very good.
Looks like Mike Campbell has retired from the race as well.
Oh, man. Yeah, him and Ryan Williams both out. Oh, that was a pretty bad wreck they had there. I think it was a lot worse on them cars than what we really thought, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like 5 guys who were involved with the 5 who are now more than 1 lap down.
And Curtis Granger's still hanging on to the back of that pack. He is our points leader. Has not made any effort to try to get to the front yet. That's kind of his calling card. We know that very well, don't we?
Yeah. Now time's running out. We're at 20 to go coming up on, and if he's going to make a push, I mean, he's still back there thinking that there's going to be another caution before this thing, you know, is done. So we'll have to see.
Look at that big push. Robert Pullins just pushed Caleb Morrissey out front like that. Holy smoke. What a job. He better be careful. He don't get that car overheated. Oh, he come down in front of him. Oh my gosh. He just about took James McKee's nose off right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, that was close.
And right now we got one of the guys making everybody nervous is the 17.
Yeah.
Owen Wedgwood. He is blinking very badly.
Oh, man. Bunch of them are blinking out here right now. Caleb Morrissey just blinked there too, so wow.
And that's kind of why that outside line is pretty much dissolved. When you got a guy blinking like that, you don't want to get on this bumper because with iRacing's collision detection system, you could be inside of his car and not even realize it as they now try to put him 3 wide.
Yeah, they're gonna kind of force him out of there. They're telling him he's blinking. He's got to go backwards a little bit. So Patrick Green trying to make his way back to the front. Second place in the point. So it's going to be very vital for him to try to finish ahead of Curtis Granger. As many positions as he can, Dwayne, to try to gain some points on him. 39-point deficit. That's a lot with only 2 races left.
Yeah, he would almost need 10 points per race just to be able to have some, more, probably about 15 points per race at this point.
Yeah.
Just to try to get back into this thing and cut that lead down. Now, right now, he's got 12 points, 12-point advantage, but that could change any moment.
Yeah. Any moment. Because we know how Curtis Granger sometimes he always seems to luck out and find his way to the front when it comes down, well, at about this time of the race usually. He's already been, figuring out how he's going to get to the front. So I think right now what he's thinking about is he's got to have a great pit stop here. The guys are starting to get single file, so I have a sneaking suspicion here that we're going to see some guys come to pit road here on this lap. I do think they've got enough here that they can make it, even if they do have green-white checkers. And there's somebody peeling off. James McKee coming in. Is he coming in by himself? No,
No, sir. He's got a big group.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler
Okay.
Schneider, Kendall Kerr, Enrique Torres, our pole setter, and Courtney Miracle coming in.
Yep. Yeah, Kendall Kerr come in with him. He's in the racing warehouse. A couple of SP designs. We got some guys working with them there. McConey setup shop working with them. So we'll see what happens. And sometimes that early pit stop's a good thing, isn't it, Dwayne?
It can be, absolutely. Like I said, getting out, coming in, getting your pit stop done, getting out, getting the draft going can get you ahead of these guys, especially if they're having trouble, if they come off of pit road and they're not together in a pack and they have to kind of get back up to each other and you're already lined up nose to tail in a draft, you're going to be passing very quick.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jason's in chat. Jason, how the heck you been, man? How's married life? Gosh, you just disappeared from the planet. I guess married life must be agreeing with you. All right. Let's see how many come in this time. We still got 17 of them that need to come to pit road one more time. Wow, Robert Poland's blinking out pretty bad right there. Coming to 15 to go this time by. We'll see more guys peel off this time. They're getting single file again.
And I tell you, Rudy, it's really
Here they
worrisome
Yeah.
for these guys who are staying out because the 5 who came in together are grouped together. So it's a 5-car pack for them. They're going to have a lot of top speed here on these guys who are maybe not as well grouped. But this is a big pack coming in right now. We'll see if they can all get off pit road together.
If Caleb Morrissey let him down pit road, Jackson Hartman comes in with those guys. That's good. He does have damage on his car, but he's been able to stay with these guys, so that's good. Caleb Morrissey coming off a pit road. Roberto Ramirez is the leader.
I'm a little surprised by some of these guys who just came in. All of them took 4 tires.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you'd need that this late in the race.
Yeah, really. That's kind of, I don't know. Well, it's probably a team thing. Some of it might be a team thing. Yeah, every one of them took 4. What the heck?
Yeah, and right now, James McKee is taking advantage of that. He is way by them right now.
Yeah. Way. And Enrique Torres is leading that group. Or one of them here. Tyler Snyder, James McKee. Yeah, they're making some headway. Now they're passing up Caleb Morrissey there. They had just that much of a run.
Yeah, you see how the 33 and the 6, they were separated. They couldn't get together and had no draft. And these 5 who pitted and came out together just blew by them like they were standing still.
Yes, sir. Well, if you're just joining us, folks, we've had oh, okay. No internet, huh? Hey, you must live out in the sticks. Well, I'm just glad you're doing all right. Roberto Ramirez does come to pit road, brings Patrick Green with him. These are, I think, the last of the guys that need to come to pit road.
And Green takes fuel only.
Yep. So did Roberto. They both
took
took
going to be
fuel.
Advantage for these guys because you remember some of the guys took 4 tires. That's a 10-second difference in the time that they were on pit road versus the other guys. So they should have an interesting advantage. You know that they're going to come out with the lead here, but they're not up to speed.
Yeah.
Their best hope right now is to be able to fall in with this 6-car group up front.
Yeah, because these guys are full speed right now. Hitting about 188, where Roberto is only at about 176. So, yeah, quite a big difference in miles per hour. And that second group is reeling them in really fast right now. The 2 cars only hit about 180 right there in the draft. And where James McKee and these guys are hitting about 185 right there, I think, or 185 as they cross the line.
Yeah, it looks like some gamesmanship going on. Roberto Ramirez went high, let Patrick Green go by him.
Yep.
Green leads that lap and gets a bonus point.
And he might be trying to push him to the win, too, because if Patrick can win here tonight, oh boy, is that going to make the points shook up.
Yeah.
Curtis Granger is back in 17th.
Yes, sir. And Granger is almost 8 seconds behind our leader, Patrick Green. So he has a lot of ground to make up and only 11 laps to do it. And it looks like that Ramirez is pushing pretty hard right now, and he's keeping them only 3 mile an hour slower than our leaders. So yeah, the pack's going to catch him, but it's not going to be near as bad as it was. They should be able to maintain here.
Yeah, McKee's coming up on him really quick here. He's got the draft now, 3/4 of a second, 6/10, a half a second. They're closing the gap big time. Look at this, 3/10. They're going to go by him flying here. Usually by the time they get up to beside him, though, it kind of drags the air a little bit. So we'll see how this goes here. He's got a pretty good run, though. James McKee back to the lead as they cross the line here, getting by Patrick Green.
Yeah, and you have more cars lined up on the outside than the inside. If some of these guys were to come down and fill that gap on the bottom, that would even it out.
Yep.
But Green's doing a real good job of fighting back on that inside with just 1 car helping. So they're not going to go away. And meanwhile, while they're battling it out from 10th to 15th, they are catching this group. So we are about to have a 15-car pack once again.
Man, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a nail biter right at the end. I can feel it. It's just setting up for a great finish here. There's just no way of knowing who's going to come out of here with the win. Oh, man, a 33 Andrew Siegel. Wow, and you know, Andrew earlier in the race wasn't looking too good. His win here, or chance of a win tonight, was kind of doubtful earlier in the race, but wow, he's up here battling inside the top 10. Great job.
And don't look now, Rudy. I don't know if it's too little too late, but Curtis Granger's right now leading that second pack. It is a 7-car pack, single file. They're trying to catch these guys. They've got that lead down to about 6 seconds, so they shaved 2 seconds off.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can get there before the end of this thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very difficult to do, but if they can just stay in line, they might be able to work up there and get to them. Getting to victory lane could be different, but we'll see. Roberto Ramirez, Patrick Green side by side at the line. And it looks like Patrick Green leads that lap. Yeah, Brooke. Yeah, I know. Bucky does his best. Yep, he's back in right now. He is in 23rd, 2 laps down.
And a big shuffle up front as they go 3 wide.
Oh yeah, look at
Patrick Green in the sucker hole here.
Oh my gosh, no way. Patrick Green got to get there, work with somebody. They're going to shuffle him to the back. Oh man, what a bummer for Patrick.
Yeah, and
but it ain't over yet, Dwayne.
Not over by a long shot, but he's got some ground to make up. He went from 1st to 8th in 1 lap, getting shuffled out there. But he's got a couple guys he can work with now, and if he can get back in front of this outside line here.
Enrique! Oh, wow! They saved it. Did you see that?
I saw it. I don't know how they made it through there, but wow!
Hoonman was just sideways right there.
And
oh my gosh!
Traffic to deal with. Look out! Oh, there they go. The 0-0.
Oh no! Here they go.
Oh man, this is big one, number 2, Rudy.
Yeah, Roberto. Looks like Roberto may have gotten spun. Let's go see what happened here. It was something. I think it was something with Roberto.
There were actually 2 wrecks on that. It started with the 0-0 and the 8 car getting together, and then as that was happening, the 10 and the 32 get together. The 10 hits the 32 in the quarter panel. So there were actually 2 wrecks at the same time.
Yeah. I'm on this one here. You can see where Robert Pullins hooked Roberto. And the bad part of that was the fact that because Robert was blinking so much, you know. Okay, well, let's go back here to the 0-0. He's down, looks like, did he? Oh, he got into the number 8, come down the hill right into him and put him down below the line.
Yes, sir. And a lot of cars involved in this.
That was Alan Kuhnman that got into him. And of course, here comes Tyler Snyder. I don't know, is he going to be able to clear this? And Caleb Morrissey comes down right across the nose of Tyler. How did he miss him? Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know how he missed them. But then we also had another one there. Who was that? Let's see, the 21 of Kendall Kerr.
Also got up and stuck into the outside wall.
Yep. Kendall Kerr, man. Look at that. Wow, there was quite a few cars caught up into that. My goodness.
Yes, sir. And right now, pit road is a busy place.
I'll bet, man. There's some guys going in now to get their cars checked out, see how much damage is on them. Wow, that was crazy.
And guess who the big one worked out for the most?
Who's that?
Curtis Granger is now 8th.
Imagine that, huh? Imagine that. Yep. Robert Pullen's in the lead. Patrick Green second. And Curtis Granger, where is he? 8, did you say? Yep, he's up to 8th. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you.
13 cars involved in that. Not every one of them came to pit road, though. Looks like Koonman stayed out as well as a couple others who got minor damage in that, but at least 13 involved.
Well, I think we ought to get a word in with Patrick Green. What do you think? Let's see if we can talk to him here. Well, I had him. Where did he go? Oh, I drug him into the wrong room. Patrick Green, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, you know, you were trying to really get a lot of points on Curtis tonight, and it was looking pretty good for you for a while there, man. He was stuck back in about 17th, and they were coming, but they weren't really right up there. I don't know if they would have made it in time to get to you guys to the front, but man, I'm telling you, you had a chance to really gain some points on him, but now he's going to be starting in 8th. So what's the plan here? Are you got somebody working with you trying to get you the win here tonight?
Somebody cleaned out my entire team on that first wreck there, and then the 71 looks like pretty much cleaned the entire field out. You know, after that just now. So he'd been working on it the entire race, so it doesn't surprise me.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. Yeah, well, we weren't really surprised either, you know, but I mean, we were thinking that it was going to be a great night for you to try to gain some points on him. But what's your thoughts? 2 races left. You guys go to Darlington next week. What's your thoughts on that? The Lady in Black.
Well, this one's not over yet, so we'll, hopefully I'll get a good finish on here, maybe pull out a win, but you know how it is. It's a bunch of squirrels in here, so I'm one of them, so we'll see how it goes. But Darlington should be a pretty good track for me as well. So
yeah. Well, I'm just thinking you only got 2 races left to try to close that gap on him, you know, and I know you got this one to finish yet, but you know, going to the Lady in Black next week could be and then you got Phoenix for the season finale. So 2 races left, brother. Man, you got to get busy here.
Yeah, I'm trying. All I can do is keep digging and try to pull out good finishes, and let the cards will end up where they lie, I guess, as they say.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, best of luck to you, Patrick.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. Very good. I don't know if I can be able to stay on Robert Pullens. He's been blinking pretty heavy. Now, he's got some damage on the nose of that car. I didn't know if you noticed that, Dwayne. That, you know, that could be a problem. He's got some damage on the front. Dwayne?
You got me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Apparently I muted my mic somehow.
Oh. He's got a little bit of damage on the car, so do you think, what do you think? I don't know what to think right now.
He got that from the wreck there when they got together up front from where it was blinking so much, but it's definitely gonna hurt him being out front. If it was damage on the rear, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but
right.
I mean, if he gets back in the draft, he'll be fine, but being out front, that's really going to hurt him. I look for this inside line to be really slow on the start here, so it could definitely be Patrick Green kind of night.
Yep. Well, here we go. We're going to find out here right directly. This is not a green-white checkered here, folks. Not yet. They will get 3 to go at the line.
Yeah, we will be coming to 3 to go, so here we go. Could be the final restart.
We're about to find out just how good this Yoo-hoo car is going to be. If he wins, can we go, Yoo-hoo?
I'll let you do that.
Green flag.
All right, there's the green. We're underway. 3 laps to go, folks. Can they keep it green?
Oh, no,
Who's
they
gonna
can't.
get it?
Oh, they're spinning the back already.
Oh, well, we will go to, Enrique Torres spun around. Uh-oh. Let's go see what happened here. I don't know. This could have been a bad thing. Somebody jumped the gun here. Somebody got into the back of him. Or maybe he sped up a little too early. He looks like he got a...
action.
Oh, yep. Check up right there. And he got hit in the tail there by the number 9 of James McKee. Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to save it, but it was
Wow.
gone at that point. It was a single car spin at least, and
Yeah.
nobody else got any damage. But we're heading into overtime, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Overtime.
Well, I should have known when I said this could be the last restart. It usually isn't.
Well, that kind of, I don't know what the deal was there. Somebody checked up that shouldn't have checked up, or somebody didn't go, or they were in the wrong gear. You know, I've seen a lot of things like that. They were in 4th instead of 2nd, or whatever gear, you know, they could have been in 3rd instead of 1st, or whatever gear they start in.
It's an easy mistake to make,
Yep.
Rudy. I've done that myself. Worst possible scenario. I was restarting a race in 1st place. Left it in 4th gear. Ugh, I was so embarrassed.
I can't say as I've ever done that, but that I can remember. Well, I don't think we want to interview anybody, Dwayne. I don't want to break their concentration. Everybody is really concerned about how this is going to shake out. Well, I don't want to break their concentration or anything, but I'm going to tell you what, we've got some really, I think we're going to see some really intense racing here. I'm looking for 3 wide and probably on that last lap.
Yeah, and remember, if they can't get back to the line without wrecking again, you know, if they can't get back to the white flag, we're going to line up and do it again. There's 2 green-white checkers if we need them. So it's going to be really interesting. I look for us to see 3 wide before the exit of turn 2. I really do think it's going to get really intense here really quick.
Well, good news, Bucky Burt. He's back to 1 lap down. If he could get another caution, he may get that lap back and be back on the tail end of the lead lap, but he is in 20th. And his car don't look too bad, other than being a little dirty, a little rubber covered there, but other than that, it looks pretty good. He may pull out a decent finish out of this. Is he going to get the way by? He is going to get the way by. Whoa, he's going to be back on the lead lap.
Very nice. Patience.
Maybe.
Pays off.
Yeah, he's going to be back on the tail end of the lead lap. Awesome.
There he goes.
Wow, Bucky Burt back on the lead lap. Yeah. There you go, Brooke. He'll be back on the lead lap, so his day's not over yet.
Not by a long shot, and
no, sir.
That will give us 20 cars remaining on the lead lap.
I think you hit the nose, or the nail on the nose there, or whatever. I think you hit the nail on the head. Patrick Green, I think, is really set. He wants this win so bad to try to gain some positions on Curtis Granger. Now, I know it's not really going to be a whole lot. Curtis is in 5th. And whether Curtis can get to the front, he always seems to luck out and get through all that stuff. And just a good driver. He's a great driver, you know, and all these guys are actually really great drivers.
Yeah, and Curtis was actually able to gain 2 spots on that restart before the caution came back out. So he's now in 6th. But Patrick Green is currently the leader. Now, my only concern for Patrick right now is that he's going to have a car that's been blinking quite frequently in Robert Pullins on his bumper. And that could have serious detriment to the draft there. Guys behind aren't going to want to be near him. So they're not going to be pushing as hard behind him as they would, you know, if Robert hadn't, you know, wasn't experiencing connection issues. So nothing against Robert Pullins. It's just his connection and the way iRacing netcode works. Guys just don't want to be around him, and I can't say I blame him.
Well, we're about to find out, because I think the lights are going out on the pace car, and we're going green next time by, Dwayne, so get them going.
All right, will do.
Yeah, next season, folks, we're going to have some changes here for the guys. Toby's kind of give me some food for thought and a few things that we're going to do a little different here for the league because of the sponsors. So we'll be playing a lot more of the sponsor videos. We really weren't set up for it this season as well. So we will be doing it next season, though. So just stay tuned for that. But 2 more races to get through this season after tonight. We got Darlington next week. And the week after that, Phoenix for the season finale for the championship here. And it's been very interesting with these with Curtis Granger and Patrick Green battling for this. But you know what? I'm not going to leave James McKee out of it. But you know who wasn't here tonight? Scott Zellner. Scott is going to fall out enough that I don't think he's going to be able to make it up.
Yeah, no, you miss one race this late in the season, you can pretty much count it over for your chances. All right, once again, it'll be 3 to go. Green, white checker, pace car, ducks off. And Green is going to take that long, slow drive through the tri-oval as he brings them back to the restart zone.
Patrick Green's going to get the green flag.
Yes, he is.
A little pun there.
That was very punny.
Green flag.
Green flag's out. We'll go at it again. Talladega Super Speedway. Looks like both lines. Oh, there's a check up there.
Oh, man. Oh, they're going to get together again. Yep, Robert Pullins. Oh, man. I don't know what happened there, but we will go to the second green-white checker, Dwayne.
Yes, sir.
Wow, what happened? Robert Pullins, I don't know if he missed a shift, spun the tires.
Looks like he may have missed a shift because he was up behind and then just lost it.
Yeah, he got rear-ended there from Connor Holden, and it looked like he come back up onto the track and got into Connor, and that's what set them guys off. Oh my God, Jackson Hartman got into it. Everybody was trying to dodge it, but 15 just snuck down, man.
Looks like 4 cars involved. Robert Pullins, Connor Holden, Jackson Hartman got a piece of that, as well as the 11 of Courtney Miracle. Those 4 drivers getting some damage from that. But it looks like everybody else got through it.
Very good, very good. Well, all right. Well, Patrick Green, he's still loving it up here in the front right now, but he's still got to make it two laps around here to try to get this win. But I think what he's hoping for right now is another caution, because if he gets another caution when he's got the lead, the race is over. Field's frozen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If they do not get back to the white flag this time, that's it. Race over. This is the last attempt at a green-white checker. And, oh, by the way, Curtis Granger gained 2 more spots on that restart mishap.
Oh.
He's now in 4th.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's, we went all them laps without any cautions. We had 1 caution. I take that back. And now we've had 3. Bang, bang, bang. So, man, I'll tell you what. But 30 lead changes here, folks. 30 lead changes tonight. That's amazing. Really amazing. I like to see races like that with that many lead changes. The racing is excellent.
Yes, sir. And right now, got to be wondering, Patrick Green, he's conserving fuel. He's pulling up to the pace car, shutting the car off, letting it coast. So you got to wonder if he's definitely looking at the gauge. Is he going to have enough fuel to make it? Some of these guys are going to be close here with these overtime laps. They were good for 1 green-white checker, but 2, a lot of these guys are going to be in danger. In fact, we have about 10 cars on pit road right now, just topping off on fuel. So it's going to be really interesting to see if these guys can make it all the way to the end on fuel, or if somebody's going to run out coming to the line. How many times have we seen that?
Oh, yeah. More than I can count. We've seen it. You know, it seems like lately we've been seeing that a lot more. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Fuel mileage is not what it used to be.
No, the guys, that, and you know, the guys just maybe putting 5 gallon in or 10 gallon in or something, and not, you know, just kind of putting it right on the edge of the window and running out of fuel maybe on the last lap. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's a gamble you take. You put, you know, as much fuel in it as you think you need, but sometimes you just come up a lap or two short, especially when we start running overtime like this. We're going to run about 76, 77 laps by the time we're done with this race. And for some of these guys who have been out there a while, like Patrick Green, it's going to be really close.
Yeah, we were just talking about Bucky Burt now is up to 16th. Look at this. Wow. Awesome job for Bucky Burt. This might be his best finish all season long.
Yeah, well, he got that wave by. He's back on the lead lap. Now he's got a chance to move up.
This is great news for him. This is the closest he's been to the front tonight. And, you know, the race ain't over yet. A lot can still happen.
Right.
We've seen sometimes the final green white checkered really get ugly, and I don't want to see that tonight. I want to see a battle all the way to the checkered flag. I really do, man. I think everybody in chat wants to see this too. What do you think? Everybody in chat. What's that?
I would love to see this end under green. It's going to be one thing's for sure. With as much craziness as we've seen in the last 10, 20 laps, it's going to be wild. We're going to see 3 wide. I can guarantee it.
Yep.
Maybe 4 wide.
Well, the lights are out, Dwayne. We're going back green. This will be it right here, folks. A final green, white checkered.
Yes, sir. Caution or checkered flag. This will be the last restart.
Well, I'd like to thank tonight's sponsor for this race, I should say, McConey Setup Shop. I'd like to thank them for being the sponsor for tonight's race. That is really awesome. And kind of cool that the sponsors step up a little bit there, help the league out. That's pretty cool. And boy, they got a lot of sponsors here tonight. SP Designs, Bruzy. I can't even think of them all right now. They're scrolling on the screen there.
Well,
Hexacon.
Rudy, with as much racing as these guys have done, with great racing, you know, this has been a great race. Usually, sometimes the Talladega races, Daytona races, they can be snoozers. There was no snooze in here. There was no.
Yeah.
This has been a great race, and these guys are putting on a show here. Typical of Talladega and restrictor plate races, we've had a few cautions coming down to the end, and that's just every guy out there fighting for the same bit of track. So we've seen it all here, and we're not done yet.
Yep. Had Dylan Wedgwood up to 10th, Toby Wedgwood 11th. So the Wedgwood guys up here toward front, could see one of them in victory lane tonight. You just never know about this when it gets down to the last couple laps. All right, pace car's heading in, and this will be the final time that car will head down pit road. Now, it may come out of pit road if this does go into a caution to finish us, but that's the last time we'll see the pace car head down pit road.
Yes, sir, and 21 drivers on the lead lap for this restart. It's going to be exciting.
Yes, sir. Kendall Kerr, the last one out there. Green flags back in the air. We're underway for the final green-white checkered. A lot better start that time.
Yes, sir. And they're already 3 wide before we even get to turn 1.
You act surprised.
I'm not.
Oh, James McKee. Somebody's going backward through that pack, but James McKee trying to get the SP Designs car up here in the front. We got 1 to go next time by. Patrick Green trying to get the win. Dylan Turner, Alan Kundman, these guys all up here in the front now. Kundman all over the back of Patrick Green. Alan, boy, his night at the beginning of the race wasn't looking real great either, and he's made a bunch of progress, coming from 22nd place to second.
And Curtis Granger steps out.
Yep.
To the high line, almost gets into his teammate.
One to go at the line. Oh, there goes. There's the caution, and it's over right there. Patrick Green will win it. That is it, folks.
Caution came out right before they got to the line. The 15 gets turned by the 55 going through the tri-oval, and that's all she wrote for this race.
I don't know. Let me see if I can go back and catch that. That was a 15.
15, yes,
Ty
sir.
Smith. Let me see if we can catch this. I'm not sure. Right there, they get together. That was the 15 and the 55.
And that triggers another big one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Looks like they both that was just a racing incident there, it looks like. They just got a little too close together, and like you always say, going for the same piece of real estate, things like that are going to happen. And look at them 3 wide behind that. Oh my gosh.
And the 55, he got down on the apron, and through the tri-oval, it's already loose there. So when you hit the apron, that makes it even worse, and he just gets up into the 15. But after the fact, these guys behind him who were 3 wide, they all go for a round. There were at least 6-7 cars involved in that.
Yeah.
The
well, I don't know if he's
Tyler
going to go.
Schneider.
Is he going to go around and do a burnout for us? Let's see if we can get him up here real quick and make sure he does go out there and do a burnout for us. Patrick, go do a burnout for us.
I'll turn around. Hold on.
Get down by the start finish line or something and do a burnout for us. Come on, baby, light them up. Do a burnout. Congratulations, brother, man. I'll tell you what, it's been a long time coming, but you finally did it. And you finished ahead of second place, or you finished ahead of the points leader, but I don't know what it's going to be here coming down to next week, next couple of weeks. But you did gain a little bit of ground.
Yeah,
So,
that was a good finish. Obviously, pretty satisfied with that. I've had some not good luck this year, so I'll take some good luck for once. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
You know, as far as the points situation, you know, all I can do is keep running up front, and hopefully the rest of it will take care of itself.
That's right. You got it, man. Well, you know, coming to them green white checkers, they kept happening, and I know you were counting them, saying, "Okay, this is the last one." Were you concerned about any one car out there that might have got the run on you? I mean, Alan Koeman was right there with you. Was he going to stay behind you and push you?
I don't know. I was just going to lock it down on the bottom and hope for the best. I didn't have any help out there. You know, like I said, most of my teammates were either tore up or out of the race, so I just had to hope for the best there. But I locked it down on the bottom, and fortunately the cautions helped me out there at the end. So usually they screw me, but at this time they helped for once, so that's good. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a finish right there at the end. We were getting a little concerned for you too, you know, because we thought, is he going to be able to do this or not? You know, is he going to be able to pull out the win or not? But you managed to slip by. And I know we talked to you earlier. You said you wanted to get through this race. Okay, you're through this race. You won it tonight. Okay. Going on to Darlington next week. How do you think you'll run there?
Hopefully pretty good. I'm in a cup league, and they're obviously not the same like aero package and stuff, but it gave me a little bit of time at Darlington and helped me get back in the groove of things. So I like the higher horsepower, lower downforce stuff there because it kind of makes throttle control important. And I don't know, I've taken well to that track in the past, so hopefully I can back it up with another win. But I'll definitely put it up there as high as I can.
Well, my experience with this, not to be a downer on your win here tonight, but my experience with Darlington, the Xfinity cars have never been great to me there. Okay. They've always been very difficult. I don't know if they're really tight in the corners or what, And I don't know if that's something maybe that iRacing could work on, but you guys run the fixed setup, right?
They run a fixed setup. Sometimes Toby and those guys put a different setup for us to run, but it's always the
Okay.
same. Everybody has the
Right.
same setup. So
Right. Okay. It's
yeah,
a
we'll see.
fixed.
Yeah, I mean they'll put typically the iRacing setups always
Yeah.
run tight no matter what car it's in. It seems like, but
Right.
yeah, we'll see what happens. That'll be interesting. Should be a good race no matter either way.
All right. Well, before you get out of here and go celebrate this win, Patrick, who you got to thank for this?
I want to thank you guys for putting the broadcast on for sure, and then thank Toby and Kendall and all the admins that put these races together. I don't know if you guys saw, but they just released a new schedule, and it's going to be a really good schedule for next season as well. So
I haven't looked at it yet. No.
But yeah, thank them guys. Thank the Racing Warehouse and all of our sponsors. And I want to thank my teammates at Misfit Motorsports. They helped me as much as they could today. So that's all I can ask for.
That's right. That's right. That's what teammates are for. They did a good job. All right. Congratulations, Patrick. We'll see you next week at Darlington.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right. Dwayne, you got second?
Yeah, caught up to Alan Kuhnman. Alan, man, came right down to the wire. It just seems like the guys couldn't keep off of each other and let it go green to the end. But great racing. You end up second. Talk about how you're racing out there a little bit tonight.
Alan? Are you there, Alan? Oh, guess he's not there. We'll go ahead and do Zachary then.
How we doing, guys? That was fun.
Yeah, well, so I'll pose the same question to you. How was your racing out there? Looked like the end was a little bit crazy there.
Yeah, that was absolute nonsense. We couldn't get past the start finish line on the first attempt, so we had to run it back. It was a good run there with all the Picari Granger Esports guys. The representation we had in the top 5 all night was really, really nice to see. Me and Kurt, anytime we do these, we love to play the long game. You can't win these things early, but you can sure as hell lose them. So, we tried to bide our time there, and we were 3rd and 4th coming to the white flag, and I thought we were in the right spot, but stuff happens.
Yeah, it looks like the yellow came out just before you guys got the white. It looked like Kurt was going to your outside there. Looks like he was going to try to make a move. Were you going with him, or was he?
Well, we don't do team orders, so he was doing what he could to put himself in a position to win this thing, and I completely understand it. He said, "I have a run. You want to go?" I said, "I'm waiting," and he went. And then just like that, caution came out. If he had gotten to my outside, it might have been a different game. But from what I saw, I was running 3rd on the inside, coming to the white flag. I thought I was in as good a spot as I could have been.
10-4. All right. Well, you guys are coming down to the wire, heading to Darlington next week. How do you feel about the Lady in Black?
Oh, I love her, man. Favorite track. Hopefully I get a decent chance to show some speed. I've been getting back into this iRacing thing. I think this is the 3rd race I've run this season. So, the goal is honestly just going to be keep it clean, stay out of everybody's way, and try to get some respect,
Absolutely. Well, you've done a good job tonight. Absolutely getting a podium finish. And who do you got to thank for 3rd place?
Oh, I got to thank my whole team, Picari and Granger Esports. Ty Smith, Connor Holden, Ryan Potter, Curtis Granger. I mean, we ran as good of a race as we could have. And you know what? Sometimes you come up a little short, but at the end of the day, they knew we were here.
Absolutely, they did. All right. Well, good luck to you next week. And we'll let you get out of here. And thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for all y'all do.
Well, we never did get... Alan, are you there? Not talking. I guess he's not talking. So, I don't know. Well, Alan did come home second tonight, so congratulations to him. And Curtis Granger 4th. But we'll run down through the final results here and get the heck out of here. What do you think?
Absolutely. Now, a lot of drivers were involved in that final wreck before the white flag. We only had 7 drivers finish on the lead lap, Rudy, because of that.
Yeah, isn't that something? How things can change so quickly like that? Man, oh man.
Absolutely.
All right, so Patrick Green comes home with the win here. Much needed win, trying to gain that ground on Curtis Granger, but he didn't gain a whole lot tonight. Maybe 4 or 5 points or something, but hey, a little bit's better than none. Alan Kuhnman in second. Zachary Vicari will finish third. Curtis Granger fourth. Toby Wedgwood, fifth place finish for Toby. Great job. Bucky Burt finishing in sixth. Holy smokes, Bucky Burt. You got to be kidding me. Sixth place. Whoa. Yes, and he came back from 2 laps down.
Yep,
Unbelievable.
all because he stayed out of trouble.
Robert Pullins, and Robert messaged me his shifter broke. And that's what happened to him earlier. So, but he still winds up finishing in 7th place. Caleb Morrissey 8th, Dylan Turner 10th, and Enrique Torres, our pole sitter, finishes in 10th. Dwayne?
All right. Dylan Wedgwood's going to come home 11th. Tyler Schneider 12th. Connor Holden 13th. Ryan Potter 14th. James McKee 15th. Andrew Baker 16th. Ty Smith 17th. Jackson Hartman 18th. 19th is going to go to Ryan Hines. And Courtney Miracle is going to round out the top 20. Rudy?
Kendall Kerr 21st. Anthony Eunice will finish 22nd. Roberto Ramirez, we've seen him up there in the front and was running good and looked like he was going to have a good car, but wound up getting turned. Andrew Siegel, 24th. Casey Heschel, 25th. Ryan Williams, 26th. And Michael Campbell, 27th. So, man, I'll tell you what a race, though. That was a heck of a finish.
Yeah, it was a wild finish. I tell you what, it was coming down to the wire there, and they almost made it to the white flag. Had the white flag come out, it would have gone green the rest of the way, but didn't happen. And Patrick Green is 1 win to the good because of it.
Yep, and I'll bet you he was glad to see that come out too, because with him having the lead, he knew Curtis Granger was maybe going to try to do something on that last lap, which Curtis was setting up for it. But it wound up he didn't. But, well, anyhow, congratulations to Patrick Green. Congratulations to all the drivers out here tonight. They did a fantastic job. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We do appreciate it very much. Dwayne and I always like to keep tabs with you guys in chat there. We always try to pay attention. I can't look all the time, but we try to pay attention to you. But we do appreciate you all stopping by. Give us a thumbs up on the video. That supports the league. And if you subscribe to the channel, that helps out the channel. So we do appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
This is the HLRL Grand National Series presented by Racing Warehouse. Let's go racing.
At McConey Setup Shop, we offer custom-built setups for any asphalt oval car. Prices starting at just $5. Weekly setups available for all Legends, late models, modifieds, and NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup cars. Do you need one-on-one driver coaching? We've got you covered. Visit www.McConeySetupShop.com and find yourself in Victory Lane. McConey Setup Shop, handling all your setup needs so you don't have to.
History. Authenticity. A one-of-a-kind piece of racing memorabilia. Lawson and his team have been helping race fans get their hands on real race-used items for over 10 years now. Follow them on social media as their inventory is constantly changing and being upgraded. Or, if you're in the Carolinas, stop on by, and I guarantee you'll leave feeling like family. The Racing Warehouse, a one-of-a-kind experience. Serving race fans since 2010.